Hi, I'm Terry Combs with Equipment Zone, and Paul Morales with Epson is going to be joining me soon because we're in Epson's North American headquarters here in Southern California. Today we're going to be talking about the Epson G6070 DTF printer combined with Equipment Zone's EZ36 powder shaker dryer.
So the G6070 is Epson's entry into the DTF roll-to-roll space. So this is our first purpose-built, dedicated DTF printer. There's a bunch of auto maintenance features built right into the machine that maximizes the uptime and minimizes the actual downtime required to clean the machine.
You know, Paul, can you tell us a little bit more about that in a little more detail about the auto clean?
Absolutely. So there's different auto maintenance features built in that allow the machine to maintain itself so that you can keep it up and running. So we have our white ink circulation, which is built in, very similar to what you see on our DTG DTF hybrid machines. And this actually doesn't use any white ink at all when it's circulating. The white ink circulates within the printer before it gets to the print head. So we always have clean mixed white ink ready to go. We also have a fabric wiper system, which is a tried and true maintenance system that we have across a lot of our machines. And that's the equivalent of a user taking a lint-free cloth and wiping the print head each and every time it cleans.
So all those people that have other machines, those kind of hybrid machines, and they're spending 15, 20, 30 minutes in the evening cleaning, that's all gone.
That's right. The daily maintenance on this machine, you take your white pack out and shake it, you put it back in, you run your nozzle check, and that's really it.
And the fact that there's no loss of ink as well.
Exactly. And one other great thing is with our suction cap that performs all the cleanings, our maintenance liquid pack is connected directly to the suction cap. So it actually facilitates with a lot of the cleaning processes, which again enables the machine to clean itself automatically so the user doesn't have to stop the machine to perform cleanings.
Perfect. That's awesome. So Paul, this is a front-loading machine. The film loads in the front, and that's something you just don't see. What's the thought behind that?
So the thought behind that is we understand a lot of production facilities don't have quite as much real estate as they would like. So there's a very tight footprint in order to fit equipment. When we're talking about DTF, you need additional space for auxiliary equipment like powders, shakers, and dryers, and things of that nature. So our thought behind it was, if we have a front-loading machine, we eliminate the need of having to get behind a printer. Therefore, we can put our printer right up against a wall or even back to back in a fleet of printers to make our space-saving footprint as small as possible. And the other benefit of that is this fits through a narrow doorway. So I don't need double doors, I don't need a loading dock or anything like that to get a printer into my shop.
And if I need to move it around?
It's on casters, make it really easy for you to wheel it into place and line up with your shakers.
Absolutely. So Paul, thank you so much for telling us about the Epson G6070. Now I want to talk a little bit about Equipment Zone's product, the EasyJet 36-inch powder shaker dryer. Let's talk about some of the features of this shaker and how it might be different than other products on the market. For one, we have a hopper for our adhesive powder. That means I can put pounds of adhesive in here and it will just feed as needed. Some of the other products on the market, you have to manually drop the adhesive on the film, which means you can't be very far away. You have to be there to monitor. If the hopper does run out of adhesive, this red light is going to tell you anywhere in your shop that you need to put more adhesive in. Another feature is the electrical. The Epson G6070 and this shaker are 110 volt, but combined they are under 20 amps. And that's really important because other machines on the market combined with the printer and the shaker, you're at 25 amps, and that's straight from advertisements out there. Most people don't have an outlet that they can plug in 25 amps, so you may have to run some additional electric to make this work. We heat top and bottom, and the advantage for that is we can have a shorter body. Just the way Paul was talking about, this printer will fit through an interior doorway. This shaker will also fit through an interior doorway, a 30-inch doorway. Maybe you're in an older building. You have smaller doors than that. You can take the casters off and fit through a 26-inch doorway. One more feature I want to talk about. we have a vacuum roller system. Other machines on the market, you have to pull about 8 feet of film through, attach it to the take-up reel, and the take-up reel actually pulls the film through. We can start with 18 to 24 inches of film, get it over to the vacuum roller, and it will pull until it gets out, and then I can attach to the take-up reel, or I can just be here cutting off films. So that's a huge advantage. And with other systems, if you stop to cut pieces off, you have to pull another 8 feet through. And over time, you're going to lose a lot of money with the use of your film. So those are just a few of the features of the EasyJet 36. Let me bring Paul back in. Paul, I know we're printing on the Equipment Zone Instant Peel film. The ink looks awesome on here. Tell us a little bit about the ink system.
Absolutely. So the ink that comes with this machine is our Ultra Chrome DF ink. It's purpose-built for DTF, and it's compatible with a wide variety of films, and the ink dries exceptionally well and smoothly on a lot of these films. The cool part about our ink is it comes with a 2-year shelf life.
That's fantastic, and that's almost unheard of other than in your DTG printers.
That's right.
So Paul, there's a new updated control panel. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's right. So we've added some neat goodies into the control panel that has different information that the user can choose what they want to see while they're printing. So right now you can see we have square feet per hour displayed, but if I also want to see the time remaining for my print, or maybe the amount of material I've printed, or how much material I have left to print, I have those different options in which to choose from, and I can do it simply by pressing right on the thumbnail of the image that's printing, and then I have a list of options to choose from, and then the display will be updated accordingly.
I will tell you that our customers, and Equipment Zone has sold a lot of G6070s so far, our customers love that feature of the countdown because they can just look at the screen and it'll say 17 minutes to go, and it's an awesome feature.
Exactly, and another thing that's cool that we have in our machine is an auto sheet cutter, and when we're ready to cut, we can press that button and the machine will actually give us a little countdown timer, so we have enough time to grab the film before it's actually cut off.
Perfect.
That timer can also be adjusted anywhere from 2 seconds all the way up to about 9 seconds.
That's awesome. You know, Paul, one thing that people love about the Epson printers is it comes with, or they all come with a 1-year limited warranty. But I understand there's some options to extend the service, so can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you mentioned, every printer of ours comes with a 1-year limited warranty that covers parts, labor, and travel fee, but you can also extend your service coverage for up to a total of 5 years. And that fully covers everything on the machine, including print heads. And that's one of the beauties of Epson is we manufacture and make 100% of what goes into the printer.
Right.
So we have full control over how this operates, and should something go wrong, a user is completely covered under these plans.
Well, everybody loves the warranty, and most of our customers at Equipment Zone do the extended service because there's never anything out of pocket while you're under that coverage. So it's an ideal situation. There's no surprises.
Exactly, and it's a great option to look at too, because if you factor in the cost of one print head, the service warranty costs less than that annually, but now you have your entire printer covered. And should anything go wrong, there's no out-of-pocket expense for you.
And you're not waiting a week to see that technician as well.
That's another very good point. So we offer free phone support from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if it's anything we can't resolve over the phone, we send a technician out. But because we have a technician base all over the country, we can ensure that we can get a technician out in most cases within 48 hours or less.
That's awesome. That's one of the huge selling points that I'm an old production guy, so that's a huge selling point to somebody who runs a production floor.
Couldn't agree more.
If you'd like more information about the Epson G6070 or the EasyJet 36, go to equipmentzone.com or call 201-905-1000. Thanks for tuning in.